Hello everyone, welcome to this AMA. We have Benji, our CTO. Benji, do you know approximately when Elixir will fix the bug with Door 4? And whilst the Door 4 is holding up, can agents earning get turned on?
So that's a good question. Actually, we don't have an exact timeline on the Elixir side, but we developed a solution to be able to do the Door 4 anyway. So this is still in development, but it's almost ready, and so we'll be able to deliver on Door 4 even before Elixir has fixed the bug. So there's a chance that the Elixir will fix it, but in any case, it's a good step because essentially what it does it connects NFT collection to an account, and this will be useful if we go to Web2 platforms like Epic Games. So in any situation, it's useful. For the earning for the AI agents, we are still testing it. We don't want to really do it necessarily before Door 4 because it might cause some issues for the tokenomics. We just want to make sure that everything runs well. But since we found a solution for Door 4, we'll probably try to move forward with it and then go to Door 5 in the right order.
What are the plans for tournaments? And if you have any, can you tease us a little?
Yeah, so for the tournaments, we want to change a little bit, a few things, especially with the earning of the tournament. We kind of want to make it as much as possible in partnership with other projects, because we believe it's a good way to link other communities. It's really a win-win situation because it brings visibility to our project for other communities, and it brings visibility to this project. And so we are starting to do this with Floki. It's kind of a first test, and we're doing it also with other projects. We haven't announced it yet, but there is a couple of really cool projects we are planning to do, and there are some we are already in contact with the developers of those projects. So I think there will be really interesting things for that. We're also considering planning to add, maybe not every week, but sometimes to have tournaments that would be over a week or at least over a few days. And these will be some tournaments that will be usually done with these other companies, like these other crypto projects. So we could do like sponsored tournaments, and I think it would be quite nice because we could have visibility for these tournaments for over a longer duration. So yeah, this would be really exciting.
Will the opening price of loot boxes ever be changed?
So there's a chance that they could be adjusted. What we will probably adjust over time, especially depending on the value of the euros and other factors like that, is the exchange rate between euros and ex-euros. So this could be changed. We don't want to change too much the value. I mean, we have to be quite careful if we change the value of the loot boxes, because if people can open them at a too low price, it could break down a few mechanics, but that wouldn't be too much of an issue. So we have to be a bit careful with that, but there could be some variation in it, yes.
What are your solutions to counter roof camping, and how to resolve the problem of not being able to see roof campers above the roofs?
Okay, so it's a good question for the roof campers. What we've seen, the main issue with it is that it turns into a meta because the scores are heavily based on kills, and so that roof campers usually get a lot of kills, and then they are the winners of the tournaments. And so that tended to be an issue. Our solution for that is to basically change the behavior of the players through incentives. So we've created a new system where the score is actually lower if you kill an enemy from a long distance, especially if you are above that enemy, like significantly above that enemy. So the way it works is that it counts kind of the distance, the difference in elevation and stuff like that. And that way, if you kill someone from a roof on the map, you probably won't get many points. And so it will kind of change the behavior of players, especially during the tournaments where people who were roof campers basically were always winning. So that's kind of the way we're trying to do to tackle that is through changing people's habit, because it won't be kind of the best way to play. The best way to play should be to kind of try to take the points, stay there, kind of hold the points, shoot enemies from relatively close distance, and doing things like that. And that's kind of the gameplay we are trying to have in the end. And yeah, I think the best way to get there is to really change the way the score would work, and this will be the case in the next update.
Do you plan to add an assist system to reward those who start and get the kill stolen?
So yeah, what we are implementing right now, and it will be in the next update. It's a way that basically when you do damage, you'll get score for it immediately. It won't be as much as a kill, but it will still be quite significant, and so it will be a bit less frustrating than if you get your kill stolen, you won't really lose. I mean, you won't lose everything. You will still get some points from there, and that should be a bit more satisfying.
You have a certain number of advisors. Are any of them familiar and can advise you properly on the US market and crypto regulations?
Sure. So we have quite a few advisors. We're always considering adding new ones to the list because it's always interesting to have people with different backgrounds and expertise. So we have people who are really knowledgeable for regulations, who know the US market and other markets. But of course, it will still be interesting to have more people on that side. I think there's always a lot to learn from there. So yeah, we're always open to get more advices, but we do have quite a few people who are knowledgeable on that. Yes.
Why do you think Shockwaves is going to succeed in the Web2, Web3 gaming space?
I think there are a few reasons for that. I think Shockwaves has a lot of advantages. Even in the Web2 space, we wanted to make a game that stands out from other game that's not just a copy with Web3 features in it, or a copy of a Web2 game that exists with Web3 features in it. And so it's really unique in its gameplay. There's a music integration. I think it's also a lot more resilient than a lot of other projects because of artificial intelligence. There are quite a lot of things that make Shockwave stand out, both in the Web2 and the Web3. I think we're also focused on making a product that is good, not just the game, but also the integration with the Web3 and kind of having all the aspects working together. And we know it's from experience that it's really difficult to get all these things working at the same time in the same project. And so I think we have really a big edge compared to most of our competitors. So I think we have a really good chance of being successful and being attractive on both Web2 and Web3 gaming spaces.
Are you aiming for a specific market like the European, Asian?
So I think that there are many markets. From what we've seen, the game we're like with Shockwaves, it's a first-person shooter. It's a type of game that really reaches a lot of markets around the world. It's played a lot in Asia, in Europe, in the United States. There are really many regions that are playing this type of games. Also, music is something that attracts people all around the world. So there is really a huge market. I mean, I don't think there is any specific restriction for a specific region in the world. However, in our marketing, in the way we want to develop the game, we are targeting mostly countries that have some disposable income, in the sense that we want to attract people who would spend money in the game, essentially bringing money into the ecosystem, and not just people who would want to earn and then just sell their earnings. And so that's kind of a bit where our target is. But that doesn't mean that there won't be people from any region out of the world. We're really welcoming anyone who wants to play the game, and it's just the differences in our marketing approach. But yes.
What date is the last unlock of the private round?
So the last unlock will be on the 1st of July.
Can you label the top wallets?
So this we could. There are already some publicly available information for that. You could see on CoinGecko. You could also check the release schedule. You'll be able to find out where the wallets are. We don't want to really dwell on that too much because it doesn't really bring too much to the project. But we are always really transparent about the way we're using our wallets, and we make sure that the allocations are used for what they're supposed to be. We've noticed that, even though there are some whales, I mean, there is someone who has 750,000 euros in his wallet. He's also been asking us about whales, so you have to find out. But otherwise, it's what we've seen. All the wallets above that are really either vesting wallets that are belonging to us, or that are belonging to Cedify, and all of it is fairly transparent. You can check on BSC Scan. You can check everywhere. Also on Team Finance, you will be able to see for yourself.
You mentioned that you're going to change the way you're using influencers. Can you elaborate on that?
Yes, sure. So we have quite a bit of experience with it as of now. We're always learning, always trying to improve. What we've noticed so far is that what works best for our project is really to show all the advantages of it, show the product, show the game, the tokenomics, the fact that there is no inherent selling pressure from the economic model of the game, the advantages of AI and resilience. The more people really understand the project, usually the more they are interested in it, and the more they will be attracted to it. And that's really what we want to try to build with influencers. What we've also noticed, which was quite interesting, is that we have to essentially try to use KOLs for what they do best. Some are really great at making YouTube videos, some are really great on Twitter, and they have kind of different format, and we have to try to, as much as possible, adapt to that format and try to get the ones that are the best adapted to our project. And I think this way we'll be able to reach out to more people and use it in the best possible way.
Can you confirm the rumor that Floki pumped after the announcement of your collaboration?
So, not financial advice. We cannot confirm nor deny that the announcement of a tournament where rewards will be given in Floki has any impact on the recent changes in value of the Floki token.
Has anyone ever told you you look like Sang Bankman-Fried?
That's not on the street. FBI,